All right, everybody, first things first, we're live, right? Great work, pal. So, I called this emergency meeting while everybody's watching the arena and at home. They aren't going to be paying attention to anything else that we're doing. It's the perfect time to release 12 more people. Vince, we've already done wave after wave after wave of releases. A lot of fans have been pissed off. The ratings are in the toilet. We still have, record-breaking profits. We still are making a whole lot of money with these TV contracts. And we've got money stimulated by the cock, but since we just got crowds back, should we piss off the remaining fans we have? Yes, I don't care. Ha ha ha. No other company can compete with me. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. Wait, am I? Where am I? Shane? Steph? Paul? Linda? Help me! Vince McMahon, presumably. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Smackdown. Yeah, giant dark cloud halo hanging over here. I just came to say halo, and what the halo is WWE doing? Releasing all these goddamn people. Are they preparing to sell? Is NBC Universal going to buy them? I mean, genuine question, because they've hoarded so many goddamn people to even past WCW, late 90s levels. That's why they released a whole bunch of goddamn people. Well, that, and they were in the red, and they were trying to get some money off the books. But they're making record-breaking profits despite the fact that the ratings are in the toilet and a whole bunch of other stuff and everything. And I'll discuss these releases in a separate video. But man, this wasn't that good of an episode of SmackDown. Like, it wasn't bad. There were some decent storytelling elements. But what the fuck? You can leave your thoughts on the releases in the comments if you want, or you can wait for the releases video that I will be doing in due course. But yeah, this episode, the little steam that there was just taken out of it. I mean, and I don't know why they decided to do that. And I gotta say right now, if I'm Adam Cole, baby, unless news has already come out about him signing a new deal, I'm exploring other options. I mean, I'm not saying everybody's going to go to AEW, and I'm not saying that, but there are options and everything. So it's getting fucking ridiculous. They got to be selling at this point. There's no other explanation. So anyway, Sasha's here with the backstabber, the back statement. I'm going to keep making fun of her for that. And Michael Cole is so bad at his job. It's boss time. Yeah, you fucking goddamn dweeb. Anyway, Sasha says that she's back to claim the title. And that people like Bianca are beneath her. Wait, no, that was a Fox mandated line. And then Bianca shows up and says she's basically ready to take her down. She's ready to face her at SummerSlam to get revenge and everything. And that, they made history at WrestleMania. And that was actually a really nice match. And running that back at SummerSlam in Allegiant Stadium will be really nice to see. If they can even come close to equaling that match, which was pretty damn terrific, I look forward to it. And then Sasha basically takes powder and stands on the announcer's table and everything. And Pat's like, oh, here, yeah, you just get up on the announcer's table. And then Zelina shows up and calls Sasha Ratchet. Remember when Full Sail kept saying Sasha's Ratchet? No, she's not. Boy, those were a good chants. Anyway, Zelina wants a shot. See, because she didn't take the fall in that tag match last week. Then Bianca says, okay, Sasha, I'll see you at SummerSlam. Zelina, I'll see you tonight. And then Dominic says, hey, I'm going to take down Jay and everything. We're going to get momentum, and they're obviously going to have Dominic turn on Ray. If they don't, I'd be surprised. Dominic with Ray versus Jay with Jimmy. Man, this is really hard to say. To hype up how in 15 days we're going to see two brothers dominate and repeatedly tag team a father and son. Man, wrestling is really goddamn weird. Match is fine. I've also seen it way too many times. Since June 4th, they have faced off about 8 million times. And look, there's nothing wrong with having long-running feuds, but this feud's been kind of here and there. Matches haven't been terrible. But anyway, Dominic gets distracted by his dad lunging his taint at another guy, and then super kick, splash, 1, 2, 3. Recaps of Seth fisting Edge from behind, and then Edge addresses what Seth did, and basically briefly and says, well, hey, how about he comes to the ring tonight, and I can show him what kind of rotten, selfish bastard I am. And then Pat was losing his mind during Nakamura's entrance, which was the best part of Apollo with Commander Aziz Light versus Nakamura with Boogs. It's a contenders match because evidently paying the champion in a 6-man tag was just not enough. Aziz ends up pulling Nakamura out a couple minutes in, which causes a DQ. More on that, more on DQ stuff a little bit later. And I guess we're getting Nakamura versus Aziz because he technically won the match. We're getting it at probably on the pre-show at SummerSlam. Recaps of the Cena, Balor, Reigns, and Corbin stuff from last week. Kayla interviews Heyman, and he says the Tampa Bay Schmuccaneers, hey, if I took out Tom Brady and signed the contract, would I get the $75 million he got? No, I wouldn't. I actually don't know how much Tom Brady got from the Buccaneers, but whatever. He's got almost as many rings as he's got goddamn fingers, so of course he's going to get the money. And Kayla, god damn, Kayla looked good. This contract is a joke. And Kayla, I'm sure you're used to hearing this, but, I'm not in the mood. Oh, no, anybody couldn't be in the mood around Kayla. But anyway, Big E then is just off camera laughing maniacally, holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. That was nice. That was good stuff. And at this point, the release talk hadn't come out, and then it started to come out a little bit later. So then we get Tamina without Natty. Natty's recovering from ankle surgery. Hopefully she'll be back very soon. Versus Tegan with Shotzi. The crowd goes mild. Granted, it's a Tamina match in 2021, so I don't blame her, or blame them. And, alright, so there was a distraction when Aziz pulled out Nakamura, as there should have been. Shotzi fires a missile, and the fact that a projectile entering the ring didn't cause a DQ or didn't, even if it came close to Tamina, how is that not a DQ? Like, how is that tank not, like, a registered weapon, in a few goddamn states? I just don't fucking get what the point of this is. They're trying to eke along this feud until Natty comes back. But most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise roll up, 1, 2, 3. Then Zelina's fired up. Pierce and Sonya say, hey, go out and earn your shot. You're not going to get a title match tonight. Okay. Then Edge thinks that Seth reminds him of looking in the mirror at his past. Cue the Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan thing from 1998. Dear God, make it stop, make it stop. By the way, fuck the Ultimate Warrior. I'm glad he's dead. Seth, what he was wearing, I have no goddamn idea. We're going to have a match at SummerSlam. There was some pretty good stuff here. Rollins mentions Edge's family and gets all up, and then Edge gets all fired up and says he eliminated him from the 2020 and 2021 Rumbles and basically calls him Edge Light. Now, this is good. I look forward to seeing this match. It should be pretty interesting. And then Balor says that, well, he's not done with John Cena and he will end Baron Corbin tonight. I mean, don't worry. The interest in Baron Corbin has kind of dwindled in the last, the last 5 years that he's been called up. 2 men, one of many red cups. Not just Solo. You can just put whatever you want in those cups. Just don't drink them. Anyway, the Profits versus Rude and Ziggler. This is when a bunch of releases happened. I'd seen this match before and didn't care about it. And Sean Ross have a Fightful reported them. I'm sure others did, but those tweets were all over my goddamn timeline being quoted and everything. And I was like, oh wow. So basically, including Bray Wyatt and Ric Flair, that's 14 releases this week. That's fucking ridiculous. And yes, I will be doing a video about that later. So, yeah, Montez hits Frog Splash, 1, 2, 3. Hooray! I can imagine that Vince was probably upset with the fact that fans haven't been as receptive. Oh, you don't want to cheer for my favorites? Fine, release more people. Release everybody. Vince, we need wrestlers to put on. I don't care. We have robots. Yes, such good shit. Anyway, man, I'm overshooting my voice there doing the Vince voice. So anyway, Bianca versus Zelina in a contenders match. It was fine. Zelina wrestles like a mannequin that just recently gained sentience. Sasha shows up while Bianca is just effortlessly, easy for me to say, press slamming Zelina. And then we go to the break, and then even though Zelina tries, Bianca swings her in the barricade and then hits KOD 1, 2, 3. Balor versus Corbin. Well, Corbin tried to apologize. Apology not accepted. And Corbin eventually gets hit with the coup de grace 1, 2, 3 in about 4 minutes. Balor then calls out Reigns, who shows up. Reigns basically was just backstage getting head at the table. And says he doesn't blame him for being upset. But you keep me out of your mouth. Wait, keep his name out of his mouth. But I just launched a bunch of fanfic right there. Balor then shoves him. And he's upset. The Usos attack. And then he dives on them. And then we get a 3-on-1 where we get a bunch of Samoans that are related tag teaming a Caucasian Irishman news at 11. That was it. That was it right there. I'm disappointed by the fact that I'm not surprised they released some people. I'll just close with this. I'm not surprised they released people because you can't hoard a whole bunch, but they're gift wrapping to other companies. I'm not just talking about AEW. I'm talking about a whole bunch of companies. It's getting to the point now where if WWE doesn't end up selling in the next 6 months, I will be shocked. Because why else would they be doing this? And Vince McMahon's probably going to, go buy his own private island with, the money he'll get from the payoff. This SmackDown, even if that hadn't happened, this would have been just a mundane show. Anyway, agree, disagree with what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.